fur on my feet. I'm a leap. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up. Every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa. I'm a dancer, dancer. You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza for my leisure.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. His first throw is an interception. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Jackson looking to throw right away. Has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
1st down from the red zone. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Henry can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
No, we changed it.
Lamar back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Blitz coming. Lamar. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Take teams, right here. Come on, set. 19 Lions. Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Here we go. Check go.
Looking to the air here. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To throw here on 1st down. Cut by Diggs. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go. Tracking 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Dicker connects there. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Nick Herbig making the play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now Jackson on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And that one's going to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Nick Herbig making the play. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Pressure coming. It's Jackson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Lamar now from the gun. Completed to Flowers. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's brought down for a loss. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range.
Hey, middle. Get up.
Running once more with Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll run here with Henry. Takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Calvin Austin on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go!
Hand off to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. Breaks the tackle, still going. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Cougar 19.
They'll try and throw it here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers tie things 10-10. Now Boswell on to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throwing again is Lamar. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
It's Henry on the counter. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And he works this down to the 41. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
Here's a give up the middle. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. David Ojabo making that tackle. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Caught by Freiermuth. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10 from the 41.
Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now looking to throw. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Simple dive up the middle. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. David Ojabo making that tackle. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers looking for a score just before the break. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Come on, set.
They'll throw it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
First down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. Jukes out a 1-stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. From the gun, Jackson. Walker hauls it in. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On first down, Jackson. Has it in close. Touchdown, Baltimore! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's complete to Dobbins. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready? Hut, hut.
From the 38. He beams one deep right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready?
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Got it. Ready?
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Mustang 19.
line up a throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll get them enough for a first down. We have an injured player down there, and with his history, we really hope this is nothing serious. It is J.K. Dobbins who was hurt on that one.
Okay, break.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Let's go now. Go.
He'll throw it yet again. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Panther 11. Check go.
They are throwing it again. Diggs there to bring it in. He picks up 15 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Throwing it again here. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw now. He's got it near the 8. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in, right? Higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it 17-all. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Gets this one to Andrews. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Looking to throw. Fights off the pressure. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Fielded at the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasized coming out strong here to begin the second half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so, and maybe even take control of this game.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So we'll take a pause for the injury, and that looks like Derrick Henry, who's in need of some assistance out there. 2nd and 3 now. Blown back, gets the handoff. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw for Jackson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Second and 3 now. Give now to the running back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Lamar out of the pistol. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pistol snap to Jackson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A run from Mostert to begin the 3rd. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now there's the flag. It looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Here's a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19. Ready.
He'll throw it. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. First down, ball at the 36. Now Jackson off the play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Into the hands of Likely. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. This has been a trend, yet another interception. It's a foot race. The 40. Hits the 20. And the Steelers take possession off their 2nd interception of the game. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
On the draw, this is Mostert. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Take go.
Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
The Steelers calling their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They're headed up the middle. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him 5 on the run. Now it's 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
Okay, ready?
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70
He's back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Nick Herbig making the play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Another run for Henry. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Throwing from near his own goal line. Gets this to Bateman. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
This is Henry on 2nd. Gets up the edge to the 35. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Running once more with Henry. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Play action. Here's Jackson. This finds Likely. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play actually gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Jackson to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Turning to Henry on third. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Steelers 17.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. Metcalf's got it. Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Viking 18. Let's go now.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to push one deep down. He's got it deep downfield. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Pass complete to Walker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Oh, he trucked that defender. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Henry running to the left. And he rocks the tackler. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
First down, and they go back to Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Ravens holding on to a field goal lead. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. The throw is caught. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
Let's go. Ready?
Airing it out to start this drive. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Ravens take over on his 5th interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Andrews with the catch. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
2nd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Steelers will take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go!
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. A bit of desperation on this deep shot.
You know, that's a tough one right there. Actually, when you're outside the pocket, because your body is going and moving laterally, it often takes the ball out of bounds just like that. That's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Warrior 70. Set up. 18. Pioneer. Check go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Headed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Hey, report.
Give right side to Henry. And this is a nice gain. It's stopped at the 47. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. First and 10 from the 41. Here's Lamar. He sends this one to the end zone. Big gain downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead.
Steelers 24.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Trying to shake off the interception, he's looking to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Set. 19 Lion.
One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So the Ravens will fly home with the win.